Hello everybody and welcome back into Coca-Cola Coliseum for the third last game of the season for the Toronto Marlies. The last home game this season for the Marlies. The last two games will be on the road, Bridgeport and San Diego for the Christmas game. Joseph Woll back between the pipes. He gave up 6 goals last game on 23 shots faced. The Toronto Marlies won at 7-6 in overtime, a huge comeback. Jake Ottinger in between the pipes tonight. For the Texas Stars, he's been on a roll lately. Unfortunately, the Texas Stars are not going to make the playoffs, so they're one of those teams that try to drop your record. But it is already official that the Marlies will face the Hartford Wolfpack in round 1, their rival that they can't seem to beat. No, it's a struggle, and it's going to be a very good series. It's going to be a very good test for the Toronto Marlies. Here's Biega, plays it up to Hosang on the wing. He plays that up to Samela, fakes his way inside, centers Hosang, and a glove stop Ottinger inside the first minute and a half. Here's Gleason. Looks up ice, gave that away into the corner to Hosang. Has it back and finds Lewis with the feed to Gregoire. Here come the Texas Stars. Here's the chance to the net and went right to Woll. He made the stop. Hosang to Samela, big hit. Josh Hosang back to the puck again, fakes his way by, backhand! Big save by Ottinger again. Hosang testing Ottinger here in the early going of this first period. Another great look. Gardner fires and scores! Gardner gets a shot to the net. It finds its way through Joseph Woll, and the Texas Stars open the scoring. 5:55 into the first period. Another great play by the Texas Stars. It's all about getting the puck to the net and creating chances where possible. Marlies beat the Stars 3-1 in Texas, so they took the first meetup between these two teams. They give up a goal inside the first 6 minutes of this first period. Texas with a goal on their first shot on net. Biega. Here's Melnick, plays to Rosberg. Well, the Marlies have come from behind the last 3 games in a row now. Played around by Texas. In behind the goal is Feverly. Looks back to Harley. It's poked up his stick. Biega just gets it out. Tufay turned that over. Harley. Here's Feverly back inside. He shoots and a stop by Woll. Biega to Nick Robertson. Here come the Marlies. And a little bit of miscommunication there by the goal horn people. Yeah. As the horn went way too soon. There wasn't even a shot to the net. The Marlies stopped moving for a minute. They thought they had scored somehow. Pass in front of the goal, and that was a weird one. You don't usually hear the goal horn go off randomly. Here's Tufay to the net. He scores! Posting in, they're waving it off for goaltender interference. Riley Tufay gets around the D. Kivihome stop moving. Tufay goes right to the net. There's the contact on the pad, and this is going to be no goal. So the call on the ice, no goal. Otherwise, Texas would have a 2-0 lead in this first period. The draw one back by Anderson. Played ahead to Gabriel on the wing. Here's the chance. Gleason brings it in. He has Martin in center. Stop Woll. Loose in front. They whack away, but Anderson gets it up the ice. And here comes Toronto. In the corner of the zone, Ciccione. He finds Martin, and the Marlies can't keep it in. Fired back in by Anderson. 6 minutes to go in the opening frame. Ciccione takes another hit. Here's Delandria down the right wing. Hit on him. Gabriel back, and that's played down the ice by the Marlies. They'll go for icing with 4:46 to go inside this first period. Toronto's tempo has not been there early inside this hockey game. The last home game this season, you want to write it off on a good note, and they gave up the first goal 6 minutes into the first period. Martin has it. Big hit. So another slow start for the Toronto Marlies where they give up the first goal of the game. Martin moves in, shoots. Another stop Woll. That was a good test by the Stars. Gabriel up to Anderson. Time running out in the period. The pass along, but Martin has it back. And the Stars are inside with McKenzie. Plays to Ciccione in front, and another stop by Joseph Woll. And in tight, looking for yet another shot, but can't get that one to the net. Gabriel looks back. He finds Anderson. The pass gets across, but Gregoire is back. Here come the Texas Stars. Lewis shoots. Stopped by Joseph Woll. Anderson to Dahlstrom. Kept in by the Stars. Lewis to Gregoire. He set that high. And that will do it for one with one last shot. And handled by Joseph Woll. It's 1-0 Texas after one. Shots on goal in the hockey game, 8 for the Stars, 2 for the Marlies. The hits are 4 aside, faceoffs 2 aside, no power plays, 1-0 Texas after 1. Welcome into the second period of play. Josh Osang had the only 2 shots on goal for the Marlies in that period. It's 1-0 Stars after 1. Yeah, that's all Josh Osang so far in this game. Here's a hit. Gardner has the puck. Samela pokes it up ice. He'll race after it on Gleason. But Gleason gets to it first, and he finds his man ahead in Gardner. Has the only Texas goal in the game. Melnick, off his stick it goes. Josh Osang turns it over. The Stars just caught offside. Hits right now are 5-4 in favor of the Toronto Marlies. We hope everyone's enjoying a tight affair so far tonight. 1-0 Texas leading the Marlies 4-0 on this homestand. Last 2 games have gone to extra time here at home. Here's Michaelis, gave it away. Kivihome picks it up and brings it right in. And it goes to Ottinger, who plays it free to Tim Gleason. Can't clear the puck. Samela tries to keep it in. There's Kivihome going after it. Gurguire in behind his goal. Gardner. And he will get it out to center. Moves in. Gardner lost the puck. Good steal back by Viega. Played up on the wing. Here's Josh Osang. Fakes his way inside. In too tight to get a shot to the goal. Stole it back. Osang in from behind. He's taken down. Kopaka has it from behind the net. Looks in front to Michaelis. That pass gets out of the reach. And back down to the Marley zone. 7 gone here in the second period. Toronto trying to generate, but the passes haven't been crisp. Here's a turnover twice by the Stars. And here's Manel with Kopaka, or Michaelis. Sorry, who gets the shot. It's stopped. In tight and easy look. Gardner has it back. Turn that over the center. Now Gurguire gets it back in. Right back out by Manel. Up to Jeremy McKenna on the right wing. Here's McKenna. Looks back. Kopaka drops that off the boards where Dahlstrom will poke it along. But the Stars have it back again. And they'll look to get it out. But now that's going to be a penalty against the Marlies. Gurguire, 1 man to beat. Robertson, only guy back. Knocks his man off the punt. And they touch up. 8:32 to go in the second. Stars 1, Marlies 0. That's still the score up to this point. Jake Ottinger hasn't been tested much. No, he hasn't. The Toronto Marlies know what they have to do, and that's push. And there hasn't been a lot of that. The Stars have held them off. Rosberg, he's stopped by Joseph Wall. And another penalty coming up. It's going to be a 5-on-3 as a shot stopped again by Joseph Wall. It'll be a 5-on-3 for the Texas Stars for 1:37. The shots in the game are 10-3 for Texas. Not a lot of open ice in this hockey game tonight. No, the Marlies have been on their heels. Here's Melnick. He stopped. Rebound was there for the taking, and Wall gets back on it. It's not out of the zone. Touffet in front for Feverly. Good stick again by Joe Wall. Samela tries to get it out. Harley can't hold his own. Here's a breakaway, short-handed, looking for 51. Samela! And he just ran out of real estate. Centers that back over. Viega! And a good poke check. Touffet has it back. Here come the Stars at the 2-on-1. Hallwell, the only stick back, and a shot blocked away by Joe Wall. Passes in front, and Beverly stopped yet again. 1 penalty done, and Viega clears it down the ice. Wide of the Texas net. Well, time will run down on this second power play as well. The Stars 0 for 2 in the game. Here's a hit as Feverly gets it up on the left side. Enters the zone, looks to the front, center, big stop, Joseph Wall. That's played down the ice by the Marlies, and it will go for icing. With 4:33 to go in the second period, still 1-0 Texas from the first. The goal came inside the first 6 minutes of play. Marlies only have 3 shots in this hockey game. We're almost through 2 periods. They haven't pressured enough. Gleason fires, that's off the stick, and here comes Jeremy McKenna. McKenna moves in. Here's McKenna! Scores! Jeremy McKenna ties it up with just under 4 minutes to go in the second. It's 1-1. So a beauty for Jeremy McKenna, and the Marlies get it square with just a few minutes left to play in the second period. Draw one back by Texas. That's turned over by Gleason. Martin has it at center ice to Ciccione. Robertson trying to get his stick in the way of that. Dahlstrom to the puck. Looks up ice to McKenna. He finds Nick Robertson. The Marlies coming in again. Robertson winds up. He shoots. Blocked in front through the traffic. You can see Robertson trying to get that wind-up. It's very deadly. And if he can get it to the net properly, it will be dangerous. Chance scores! McKenzie with a quick answer with just over a minute to go in the second. And the Texas Stars have the lead back again. Marlies puck watching. Look at this. Great move. McKenzie goes to the backhand wall down too soon. Opened the legs too soon as well. Couldn't get the pad back down in time to make the stop. Well, the Marlies had tied it. Now they're down again in the final seconds of this period. And now a penalty coming to the Marlies as well. Texas leads 2-1 with 43 seconds to go in the second period. Marlies off to Bridgeport tomorrow night, and they finish off on the Christmas game against San Diego against the Gulls in San Diego. Rolling back Viega. Plays that up on the wing to Jack Kapaka. He's going to take off. Short-handed Kapaka to the net. Stop Ottinger. Holding on. 13 seconds to go in the second period. Texas has a goal in the first and second. Marlies did not score in the first. They scored here in the second, tying the game. Jeremy McKenna. And there hasn't been much to cheer for since from the Toronto side. Not a lot done. 3 seconds to go. Big hit on Lewis. He fires. Tipped. It's stopped by Wall. The Stars hold a 2-1 lead heading into the third period tonight from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. Shots a goal in the game are 16-6. Texas hits our 6-5 Toronto. Faceoffs 10-3 Stars. Power plays, Texas is 0 for 2. They're on the power play to start the third period. Toronto hasn't had one. 2-1 Texas after 2. Welcome into the third period. The Stars and the Marlies. Second and final meetup. The first time these two played, Marlies won 3-1 in Texas. Stars have a 2-1 lead to start the period. There's a big hit by Viega. That will get a response. Ciccione. Texas killing time on their own power play here. Here's Gleason back ahead to Gardner. They're not starting much here as it's poked back into the Toronto corner where Michaelis will pick it up. Fans are getting it out and now does get ahead to Samela. 10 seconds to go in the rush. Here's Samela. Drops that back. Michaelis moves in, shoots. And it went through Ottinger, but not far, and he holds on for a faceoff in the Texas zone. Shots are now 16-7 in favor of the Texas Stars. Marlies have not put a lot to the net tonight. Well, they're coming off a huge comeback win the other night, and now another penalty coming here to the Marlies. Here's Lewis. Marlies have 50 short-handed goals on the season. They touched that mark last game. 4 short-handed goals on the night. They don't have a single one tonight, and this is Texas' 4th power play of the game coming up. Well, it's not like you're guaranteed to score every power play another team has, but you have to try to. Pass ahead to Jack Kapaka. Here he comes again. He's been a problem all night. Now Dahlstrom's going to be the problem. He has Robertson. And he stopped in front and bounced back to Ottinger, making that look easy. Tufay gets it back out. Dahlstrom has to get back in position. Great stick. It's tipped in front. They score. Off of Marley's stick, it goes to Melnick. He puts it in. A power play goal. And the Stars have a 3-1 lead. Might be enough to put away the Toronto Marlies here tonight. 3:44 into the third period. Didn't take much. It's a weird bounce in front. And Wall just hasn't been solid where he needs to be. And there's talk that Ian Scott's going to play the first playoff game against the Hartford Wolfpack. Pass through traffic by Robertson. Not a smart one. It's turned over. Tufay to Harley. Gets that up ahead of Melnick. He is offside for the Texas Stars. So Jeremy McKenna had the tying goal. With under 5 seconds to go in the second period, the Stars responded in the final minute of the second. 3.5 here into the third. A power play goal has them up 3-1 and probably putting this game away tonight. But when you're the Marlies, it's not easy to play on back-to-back nights over and over again, and they've done that a lot this season. And it hasn't always worked out in their favor. Tonight is one of those nights. Here's Dahlstrom, fakes his way inside, gave the puck away, and tries to get it back from Harley, but of course that didn't work. Here it's picked up by Nick Robertson, but he is offside, just about to hit the halfway mark of the third period. We hope everyone's enjoying. Marlies fans, not so much here tonight. No, it's been a Texas game, and there's no way you can doubt that. And Texas Stars have been one step ahead. The shots, they've had many power plays. Marlies haven't had a single one. Here's Gardner, gave that away. Gabriel, and there's another penalty right there. Tripping on the play. Texas will go back to the power play. Well, they're having a good night, and it might continue to get better here with another power play. 1 for 4 on the night. One back by the Stars. Gleason to Ciccione. Here's Guaguire. He's stopped by Wall. That's played out, but not out of the zone. Gleason, Ciccione in front, centered, and a big save there by Joseph Wall. Lewis keeps it in. That shot deflects. Viega to Samela, gets it up to Kivihome, and out come the Marlies. Here's Kivihome, enters the zone, has Samela, centers it in front, that deflects. Onger easily gets to him. He will hold on with 9:13 to play. Faceoffs are 15-5 for the Texas Stars. They got the revenge tonight. They did, and it's no surprise. Draw one, Manel plays, Dahlstrom fires off the shoulder of Onger, an easy look. Samela back in front, Michaelis shoots. He set that high on a glorious opportunity. Now a takedown there on the Marlies, and there's no call. Yeah, that was a clear trip, and there's no call on the play. Michaelis out of the box, plays it down for Anderson. He's out of the penalty box, gets to it first. Looks in front for Zamelp, he finds Samela. Samela in, shoots. Stop Onger, and he's there with it, holding on. 7:11 to play. Pressure hasn't been on much here. The Marlies, they gave up that 3-1 goal, and they haven't been able to get back on their feet here. Melnick has it, plays to Ciccione. Gleason over the Tufay. Well, the Stars are playing the keep-away game now with just under 6 minutes to go. Here's Jeremy McKenna, has the only Marley goal tonight. Brings it in and gave it away to Ciccione, who saw him come in the zone and easily got it out. Tufay back ahead to Feverly. He looks in, he shoots, stopped by Wall. Blocker stop. 4 minutes left, that's dropped to Tufay. Ciccione in front from the corner. That bounces in front for Nick Robertson. Gets it ahead to Brennan Manel. Time running out for Toronto. That's play to Robertson. He fakes and shoots. And a weird bounce. That gets back to Onger. Marlies again can't hold it in. 2 minutes left. 3-1. Texas has done a good job of closing off the ice. Toronto's a tired team, so of course you're not going to see much tonight from this. Pokes in the air by Viega. He gets it and brings it inside. Here's McKenna. Play that over to Robertson, and it gets away from him. The Marlies again cannot hold the zone. Stars back in. Viega right back out. Here comes Toronto with the puck. Viega centers it in front. A shot right to the chest of Ottinger. Under 40 seconds left. 3-1 Texas on the strength of some lucky bounces tonight. One back. Here's Harley, gave that away. Hosing in front, centered, score! There in front on the giveaway, it's Mark Michaelis. 3-2 with 34 seconds left. Well, it's down to the wire again for the Toronto Marlies. Back-to-back nights, trailing by a goal in the final minute. And that one is a great setup by Josh Hosang. Full credit to him on that play. Here's Samela, looks back to Hosang now. He shoots, and that's blockered away. 28 seconds to go. Samela centers that back in front. Good stick by the Marlies. Now Harley gets it back. It's turned over. Look in front, a shot. That deflects wide. Samela, penalty coming to the Stars. Pass in front. Touched up by Texas with 15.9 seconds to go. It'll be a Marley power play here, down to the wire. Here's the draw. One back. Here's Viega. Fires. Blocked up and out of play. Not much. You want to get that set up here late in the third period. Marley's down by a goal, winning a wild one last night. One back here by the Stars, and that's a trip, and that should do it for the Marlies night as the power play is done. 4-on-4, 10 seconds left. It comes back to the Toronto end. It's been that kind of night. We were talking about it all night long, and Texas Stars have been one step ahead. There's the faceoff win, too. Anderson finds Michaelis. Here come the Marlies. Time running out. Michaelis fakes his way inside, drops it back, and that will do it. The Texas Stars will win it 3-2 in the final home game of the season for the Toronto Marlies. They fall by a goal, so the two teams split the season set. Toronto off to Bridgeport, the final 2 games of the season on the road. 3-2 the final score. The Texas Stars take this one.